This clip features a construction worker named Elijah Carter who was renovating a home. He had been working there for quite some time before he noticed something the owner had never mentioned. Inside the house, Elijah discovered a hidden crawl space concealed behind a pile of drywall that no one had disturbed before. Since it wasn't a work day and he was alone, he decided to check it out himself, unaware that doing so would prove to be a significant mistake. Here's the footage Elijah recorded.
But while I came across something that was really cool, and I feel like it sets this house apart. The reason why I'm just now finding this crawl space is because of this drywall. The owner, she had this drywall covering the crawl space. But that's not the cool thing about it. And I want y'all to check this out. So while I was here, I found this table, and I also found this extra space right here. You have a vent right there. I think I just heard some footsteps. This can't be a squatter.
What began as a video for his Facebook quickly turned unsettling. Elijah had captured the sound of footsteps moving across the floor above, even though he was alone. Worse still, faint laughter and whispers echoed from within the crawl space. Then, as if that wasn't terrifying enough, the crawl space door suddenly creaked open on its own. Naturally, Elijah sprinted out of there. Instantly, it became clear that he wasn't alone in that house. If Elijah's account is true that no trace of anyone was found the next day, then it raises a chilling question. What exactly did he encounter inside that house? On August of 2024, a security camera in Mexico captured something that has viewers divided. The footage shows a quiet, empty dirt road. Initially, there's nothing unusual. Then suddenly, a bright orb of light appears in the frame, and that's when things get strange.
Graba muy bien y luego después sale como un señor, mira, se para ahí y como que se convierte en un señor, mira. Y se queda ahí, ahí todavía está corriendo el reloj de la cámara, se está grabando, mira, se mira como dos cabezas, pues dos personas se mira ahí atravesadas a la misma vez, que tienen como una lámpara, a lo mejor es una pareja, pero no sé, ahí se empieza a mover y la cámara ya no lo graba muy bien, pero ahí se mira que se está yendo por aquí.
Some viewers interpret the footage as a depiction of a witch or spirit manifestation, drawing parallels to Mexico's rich history of paranormal legends involving brujas and glowing spectral lights. On the other hand, others propose a more straightforward explanation, suggesting that the footage captures two individuals walking with a flashlight. The low resolution of the video creates the illusion of their sudden appearance and disappearance. Upon closer examination, it becomes evident that there are indeed two human-shaped figures standing together just before the orb vanishes. Their sudden and unexplained appearance, coupled with their ability to materialize and disappear without entering or exiting the frame, has left the majority of viewers perplexed. Ultimately, the footage raises more questions than answers about the mysterious events that transpired that night. Two co-workers who are in construction were renovating a house when something unusual starts happening, especially when they are the only ones there. Terrified, the individual starts recording.
Aquí estamos. Ahora vamos para este cuarto que llevo un rato escuchando cantazos y eso. Uy. Hay algo que está sonando por ahí, brother. Oigan, ¿qué fue eso? Pompi. No, papá. No, chacho. Hay algo que está... Pompi. Mira, tú escuchas eso, ¿verdad? No, yo estoy asustado ya, compi. Hay algo que lleva jato sonando allá adentro y de momento, ¡pam!, dieron un cantazo.
Ya te digo que tú eres de estos que son cobardes, que te imaginas cosas, bro.
No, chacho, yo no puedo imaginar eso, compi.
Entonces,
Ay, en el cuarto ese, que llevo jato escuchando cantar y pensaba que eras tú, y cuando yo vine a ver, tú estabas ahí tranquilo, recogiendo algunas cositas, y me, chacho, sentí como si me hubieran tocado. No, chacho, yo estoy que no puedo ni hablar.
peliculitas por la nochecita.
No, yo no veo películas de esas ya, compi. Vamos ahora en este, compi, en este. Escucha cómo suena. ¿Tú estás escuchando eso?
Es en el closet.
Por eso, yo creo que yo desde lejos, yo, si acaso. Sí, estoy temblando, compi, yo no sé qué vaya. Cuidado, compi, que si yo veo algo estaba cogiendo, tú sabes cómo es esto. No. Hija. Ah, pero qué caramba es eso. ¿Cómo tienen esa muñeca así? Como si estuviera mirando para abajo. Ay, bendito Dios, y sonando ya. Hola, me siento un calentón en este cuarto, compi, no vaya. Aún sigue sonando solo. Oh, y se mueve y todo. Ay, compi, ¿no?
Eso es lo que, eso a lo mejor fueron los que eran dueños por hacer la maldad o algo, alguien vino a hacer la maldad, compi. Por eso tú no te puedes poner a darle 20 a eso, porque eso son boberías.
Sí, ¿no?
¿Ya te lo ves aquí?
Que bajo ya, que...
Y ahí mira una computadorita. Por eso hay que sacarlo para botarlo.
Compi, ¿pero qué es eso, compi?
¿Ah?
Mira, compi se movió. Compi se está moviendo, compi, ¿oíste?
Pero no será el viento.
No, si aquí no hay viento, compi.
Pero con un muñeco feo.
Mira para allá.
As he works alone inside, the worker hears an unsettling tune of It's a Small World coming from another room. Suddenly, a loud bang echoes through the house, prompting him to call his boss. Together, they trace the eerie sound to a closet. Inside, they discover a doll hanging upside down, possibly the creepiest plush toy they've ever seen. The doll has a full baby image printed across its body. While they examine the closet, the doll suddenly twitches and springs straight toward them. Is this an actual paranormal occurrence within an abandoned home, or is it simply a staged hoax? The answer lies in your hands. TikTok user Rodi Farias claims that his house is haunted by a dark energy almost every night. As soon as night falls, he hears things falling inside his room.
No sé qué pasa, boludo. Estoy en mi pieza queriendo dormir, boludo, y me tocan la puerta toda la noche, amigo. Son como las 1 de la mañana. No hay nada. No, amigo, ¿qué mierda es eso, boludo? ¿Qué mierda sos, la concha de tu madre? Boludo, no. Amigo, no hay nadie, boludo. No. De hoy se está escuchando esa mierda. ¿Qué? No, boludo, no. No. Encima abro acá la ventana, boludo. No hay nadie, amigo. O sea, no hay chance que haya salido alguien por acá, boludo. No, amigo, no. No, amigo, de nuevo esto. Pero qué mierda, boludo. No.
One night, the noises resumed, prompting him to record them. He picked up his camera and cautiously advanced. As he pointed it toward the kitchen, he froze. A dark shadow stood there. The moment he noticed it, fear gripped him, and the shadow vanished instantly. He entered the kitchen and switched on the lights, but no one was present. Then, the situation escalated. Objects began to fall, furniture started shaking, and it felt as if the entire house had come alive. Danny Ortega has been experiencing an unsettling feeling in his apartment for weeks. It's the feeling of being watched from outside his window. Initially, he dismissed it as paranoia, but the feeling intensified each night, always coming from the same direction and only when he was alone. His apartment is on the second floor of an older building with no fire escape, external structures, or anything that would allow someone to enter from the outside. Despite these precautions, the feeling of eyes watching him from beyond the glass persisted. One afternoon, while sitting in his room, something finally confirmed his instincts.
Hey, ¿qué pedo? Mamen, si ven eso. Qué verga. O sea, lo cagado. Lo cagado. Es que estoy en un segundo piso.
The footage clearly shows a human-shaped shadow passing along his curtain. Danny immediately rushes to the window to investigate. However, when he looks outside, there's no one there. Some viewers suggested that it could be a neighbor's shadow cast from a rooftop across the street. To address this, Danny posted a follow-up video showing the outside of his apartment.
La sombra se vio hace ratito y ya no se ha visto como en un minuto o algo así. Y no hay nadie construyendo ni nada. O sea, no hay nadie en ninguna azotea. Nada. Absolutamente nada. Tampoco hay nadie en la calle.
Danny, filming the view from his window in daylight, noticed something peculiar. There were no rooftops at the right angle to cast shadows on his curtain, no construction workers, and no people on the street below. Nothing could explain what he had captured on camera. The shadow moved as if someone was walking directly outside his second-floor window, a space where no human could physically exist. Danny had been advised to ignore any future sightings and avoid attempting contact. He was told that entities like this needed attention to grow stronger, and once you acknowledged them, they would know you could see them, which meant they would keep coming back. A man named Brent Downcastanel claims that he used an Ouija board in his house without properly signing off. He asserts that after the session, he started experiencing strange paranormal incidents in his home. One night, he woke up to the sound of something moving around in the other room. He grabbed his phone and began recording the incident.
¡Ay, cabrón! ¡No manches! ¿Qué era eso? No. ¡Ay, no manches!
A strange pale face seems to peek around the corner, but when Brett approaches, there's nothing there. Now, terrified, he tries to retreat back to his room, but the door slams shut right in front of him. For now, Brent says that after this incident, he never used the Ouija board again, and thankfully, the supernatural incidents in his home have slowly stopped occurring. No more updates after this incident. In this video, a camera operator explores Oakland Cemetery in Atlanta, Georgia. The footage shows the operator walking through the cemetery grounds, scanning the area near one of the old mausoleums for paranormal activity. Suddenly, he spots something he barely expects.
Look at this guy right here. Look at him. Just posing at people. I think this happens like every year around this time. It's so weird. It's like at a cemetery. And up here you have Christmas carolers. But, oh, look at that. Beautiful. And then, right behind me, let me watch my step here. Give me 1 second. You guys can see that.
If you notice, you can see a pale humanoid head is peeping from a distance and quickly retreats when the camera comes into view. It only revealed itself for a second, but that was long enough to remind us that some things in old cemeteries aren't resting. They're waiting. In January of 2023, a YouTube channel called Sabia L uploaded a video showing them slowly wandering through their home in the Netherlands late at night. Sabia records while walking through the house, but strange things begin happening almost immediately. As you can observe, the lights behind the door start flickering on and off before abruptly ceasing to function. Sabia examines the door and peers down the hallway, searching for any signs of intrusion, but finds nothing. However, just as abruptly, something genuinely unsettling occurs.
Oh. Oh.
If you closely examine the video, you can discern what appears to be a sinister figure lurking in the shadows. This understandably causes Sabia to panic before the video abruptly cuts off. Flickering lights can often be attributed to electrical issues, such as loose wiring, faulty bulbs, or malfunctioning switches. However, the shadowy figure behind the door is far more difficult to dismiss. So, what do you think was happening inside Sabia's house? Is it possible that a ghost or some kind of creature was roaming around? And if so, why? I'd love to hear your theories in the comments below. El Gap official who claims his apartment is haunted. In the following clips you're about to see, a Gap can be seen investigating his supposedly haunted home when suddenly someone or something decides to show itself.
Son las 3:30 de la noche y estoy escuchando ruidos muy extraños. Lo más perturbador de todo es que la luz del baño está prendida y no hay nadie. No hay nadie. Voy a apagarla porque neta me está dando... Hay alguien al fondo. Hay alguien al fondo. Hay alguien al fondo. Ya no hay nadie. Ahí está. ¿Pero por qué? Si la prendo desaparece. No hay nada. No hay nada. What the... Ayer estaba escuchando ruidos muy extraños arriba de mi departamento y decidí subir a grabar. No hay nadie. No hay nadie. Y esto tiene candado, no se puede abrir. No se puede abrir. ¡Qué mierda! Oye, ya me voy de aquí. Hace un rato se me fue la luz y he estado escuchando ruidos muy extraños afuera. Prendí unas velas, pero ya me dio miedo salir, porque ya los ruidos ya empeoraron. Hay alguien parado. Hay alguien parado. Hay alguien parado. ¿Qué quieres? ¿Quién eres? Se le ve la cara pálida. Se le ve la cara pálida. ¿Quién eres? Por favor, ya déjame. Ya déjame. No hay nada. No hay nada. No hay nada. No hay nada. No.
As the camera pans into the living room, a strange, dark figure can be seen standing at the opposite end of the room and appears to be staring directly at El Gap. However, when he switches on the light, the figure mysteriously disappears, only to reappear again when the light goes out. Then, he hears a strange noise on the upper floor of his home. He pans the camera up, and then the door swings open right in front of him, startling him to death. Then, a pale white face with dark hair peeks out before quickly ducking out of sight. He sees it and approaches carefully, but when he looks around, no one can be seen. In another clip, the Gap is awoken by horrifying noises coming from somewhere in his apartment. He goes to check and finds a cloaked figure standing in his living room. He calls out to whatever is hiding under the sheet but gets no reply. He pulls the sheet off, and weirdly, nothing is there. TikTok viewers have been left terrified by these creepy videos, with many claiming that whatever is haunting the Gap is likely a demon playing tricks on him and that he should get his house blessed immediately. But what do you think? Is the Gap's home really haunted by a demon as he claims? Or maybe it's all just the views? This clip is from a man named Dustin, who resides in the Appalachian Mountains, somewhere in Tennessee, USA. The ancient mountain range is incredibly complex and was originally formed over 480 million years ago. It continued to grow as such. These mountains have existed long before most of life on Earth, leading people to believe that many supernatural beings reside up in these mountains. Late one night, Dustin starts hearing strange sounds coming from outside his window and decides to look out to see what it is.
So, it's 2 o'clock in the morning again, and I kept hearing shit. There's a security light right over here, and it just was on, and then it went off. Oh, it just came on again.
At first, he finds nothing. Then the same thing happens a few nights later. Now, it's important to note that many people who live in the Appalachian Mountains often experience strange things, and they usually have a rule that goes, if you hear or see something, no, you didn't. Well, ever since Dustin broke this rule and tried to investigate, things have gotten much worse.
I was just trying to get me some trail mix, and
Something mimicking his voice can be heard, asking him to let it in. Many viewers in the comments mention that this is a mimic and that he shouldn't open the door till dawn. The very next night it gets worse.
There's something on the roof. Everybody last time got fucking pissed at me. Open the door. Because I opened the door, so I'm not going to do that this time, but it's back. Please help me.
This time, a sound can be heard inside the house, while something continues to knock on the front door. A few days later, Dustin decides to explore a local marina with one of his friends, assuming nothing would happen since he's not home. However, that doesn't seem to be the case. Take a look.
Okay, so here we go. Here's some water. Did you hear that? Like, here's some more. I know, she kind of look rickety. Whoa. She very rickety. But, so apparently some people, they live out here, and then other people, they just, like, rent it for the seasons. And, I don't know, I feel like I couldn't live on the water. Oh, fuck. Ooh. Yeah, I hate that shit. Anyways. I tripped. But I thought I heard something, but yeah, we should probably head on because it's like starting to rain and stuff, but I thought I heard like footsteps or something. We gotta go. We gotta go. Go, go. Oh my God.
First, a voice commands him to jump in when he approaches the water. Then, a person appears to be creeping around in the background. However, when he flips his camera back to the front, he sees his friend standing in front of him, so it couldn't have been him. Afterward, they hear something terrifying, causing them to run back home. Later that night, while dusting, he is abruptly woken up to something truly terrifying. Terrified, he decided to order security cameras. This is what he captured.
Open the door.
So I just got home from work, and I found this on the ground.
And I don't know if you can tell, but it looks like it is busted.
As you can observe, the dog swiftly rises and flees just moments before the eerie voices and sounds commence, almost as if it could sense something approaching. Upon returning home from work, he discovers the camera lying on the floor, having been destroyed. The activity escalated to such an extent that he could no longer sleep peacefully, leading to tears and a breakdown. Consequently, it appears that he may be contemplating leaving the Appalachian Mountains entirely. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe on your way out.